In this technique, the detainee is lying on a gurney, inclined at an angle of 10 to 15 degrees to the horizontal, a cloth placed over the detainee's face. Cramped confinement box with an insect. Intend to place a stinging insect in the box.
Tells me I can't move my arms. I requested medical for a long time. He doesn't know anything about it.
By using this strategy to talk to us, it's not going to be any more helpful.
I am being honest.
Secret memos that detail torture by the U.S. government prove the abuse was not isolated, but systemic, reaching far beyond the iconic images inside Abu Ghraib prison.
Abuse of prisoners, abuse of detainees is a war crime, and there's no way around it. If we are trying to hold detainees and our enemies accountable for their alleged violations of the law of war, that we have to do the same at home.
We need to look up the chain of command and across the whole theaters of war and hold those accountable who broke the law and violated our trust.
Are we going to comply with our obligations under the Geneva Conventions, or are we not?
I am a believer in the Constitution of the United States. I'm not a believer in torture. The two things are mutually exclusive. You can't have the Constitution of the United States on one hand and torture on the other and say them in the same breath as being on the same side. It's impossible. I think I served my country in peace and war. I think I bled for that oath. I consider myself a patriot. If anybody were to say something different, I think that they'd be in for a hell of a fight. We have to have moral boundaries. We have to be the ones who uphold human dignity. They do not. We have to. Those actions were a violation of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. As a Marine leader, had I had Marines or soldiers who had done that, I would have brought charges against them and had them court-martialed.
When President Obama says we have to look forward and not back, he's wrong.
Right now, what it looks like is that we have something to hide. The United States will ultimately be safer when we begin to atone for the mistakes that we made in the past, that we own up to the torture that was done, that we investigate it, who did what, why, at whose orders.
The only way we're going to deal with the abuses of the past is by confronting them head on, by making sure that all individuals responsible for the torture and abuse that happened are prosecuted.
And not just the low-level soldiers, but the senior officials, both within the military and within the government, who were responsible and the architects of the torture policies.
And that's why we have to be the ones who are upholding human dignity and human rights and human decency. We can't be on the same moral level as the insurgents are.